Now then, welcome to another video. So I thought I'd give the old world a try. I've got loads of fantasy miniatures anyway. I've got my old High Elf army from, God, was it 4th edition? I think it was 4th edition, came out in about 1993 or 4, something like that. But I thought I'd do a new army. So what I decided to do is an army of Forest Goblins. You can't actually field Forest Goblins in the old world, but you just class them as just goblins. It's just a theme more than anything. So Games Workshop don't actually make any Forest Goblin infantry anymore. They used to make metal ones many years ago. But there's a company called Shield Wolf Miniatures where I picked these up from. And these are hard plastic, multi-pose. You get 25 in a box. You get bows, spears, hand weapon shields. You get full command, loads of variant heads, etc. And I think they're pretty cool. And they fit in perfectly size-wise and everything with the Citadel ones. So this is the standard bearer for one of the units. And I really like them. So I'm going to build a big army of those. It'll probably be utterly useless in the game itself because goblins are a bit rubbish. But I just really like goblins and I like painting them, so why not? So I've got 2 units of archers, which I'll probably field as skirmishers, so you can set them all up an inch apart, like that. So yeah, so I have 2 units of those, and then what I've also got is a large unit of 18 spider riders, which I'll show you in a minute, my army general, a wizard, my army standard bearer, the Arok Spider, and a war machine, which I'll show you in a second. So the first main unit I've done is a large unit of spider riders. 18 of them in there. What I could do is split them into 2 units, but I think I'll just run them as one big massive mob of spider riders. And these are the Games Workshop ones. I painted half of these for my Saga Age of Magic project a couple of years ago. And I had another box of them, so I thought I'd just get them painted up and add them all in. And obviously put them all on square bases. So I've done a bit of square basing, rebasing even. Yes, that's one of them. Got the unit champion here. There he is. And there's a standard bearer and a musician in there as well. But they're all pretty much the same. They're kind of a... Oops. Almost monopose. I think was it the Island of Blood or something? These guys originally came out in something like that. It's when I wasn't really involved in the Games Workshop hobby. But yeah, I really like them. They're cool. So there's 18 spider riders. Next up, I've got my army general, which is again just another spider rider. I was going to get the resin spider, but I thought I'd just convert this one slightly and put him on a bigger base. So that's my general. Painted the spider red, and what I did was, you probably see underneath there, put a bit of a flight base just to make the spider look like it's rearing up, make it a bit more imposing because it is the general after all. Yeah, so that's the general of the army on his gigantic spider. Or big spider, we'll just call it. I've got the spider shaman. Here he is. This came as part of the Arachnarok kit. But I've just I based him on foot. And he'll probably join one of the archer units, to be honest. Yes, that's him. He's pretty cool. Something new. This is a bit of a kit bash. This is my army standard bearer. I thought I'd give it an albino kind of spider with black bits on. It kind of looks a bit like a cow though, like a white cow with black spots. Yeah, I'm thinking of, I don't know what to do with it really, but it's done, so we'll call him done. And the actual standard, if we can get it in. Again, it's kit bashed from parts from the Arok Spider. This whole web thing. I've just made made a pole there, and used a lot of thread and stuff to hold it all together, and bits of other kits to make the crossbar and stuff. Yeah, so that's the Army Standard Bearer, which I thought was pretty cool. And then we have the Arok Spider. Okay then, so the Arok Spider, oh, I've shown you this guy before, but it's one of my favourite figures. As soon as I saw this, I thought I wanted to have this in my collection. It's horrible, isn't it? Look at it. Oof. I painted it up originally for Saga Age of Magic, and I rebased it onto a big circular base, and then I rebased it again back onto the original base for the old world, or for Warhammer. But yeah, it's cool. All the little goblins on it and stuff at the back. And whatnot. Yeah, really enjoyed painting that. I don't think I'll get another one though. How horrible that is. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stop doing that. And then I've got a war machine. So this is, going to count this as a stone thrower, or Goblin rock clobber. It's actually the spider web chucker thing that goes on the back of the Ragnarok. Just converted it a bit. Made the frame for the rock clobber out of sticks that I found in the garden. Put some bits of slate on and things. Modelled some crew on there having a bit of a squabble. So you got the one guy there, he set his spider on another one. So having a bit of a fight. You can see the bit of web that's just a bit of thread that I put across. And then this other goblin, completely oblivious up there, is about to drop a big ball of web ammunition onto another ball of web ammunition. It just caused chaos. So it's very goblin-like. I like it. Yeah. So that's that. Plenty of little spiders that I've found and stuck on all over the place. Yeah. So that's that. And then I've made some crew. Just a useless little goblin stood there with his pet spider. Not really doing anything useful. This goblin here with a big ball of web, getting himself tangled up in it. That's just thread that I wound up around a small piece of sprue. So he's carrying a bit of ammo there. This guy's probably the boss of the artillery crew. He's got his big hammer, ready to knock some sense. I'll try and knock some sense into the others. And then another guy there, just with a bone in his hand. Cool. So that's everything so far. Let's have a quick look at what else I've got to do for the army. So next up then, I've got the main bulk of the army really, which is 72 goblins split into 3 units of 24 goblin warriors. These are mostly the Shield Wolf miniatures. Guys there with hand weapons and shields, and then there is actually a unit at the back which is spearmen. And what I've done with these is I've got a lot of the old Gretchen heads from 40k and stuff that I just had lying about, and I've stuck those on. I've used the Shield Wolf arms with the spears and Shield Wolf shields, but the body itself is from a really old goblin, the old monoposed goblin spearman. I'll show you one in a minute. I'll just get one out. But what I've done is I've cut the arm off, shaved the head off, and I've put lots of different heads on, such as this one, just to make them fit the rest of the army, because they were all exactly the same. These goblins, I think they came out in the 4th edition starter set. You had loads of these goblin spearmen, and they're all exactly the same. Yeah, so anyway, there's loads of goblins there to paint. And the only thing I haven't got from a 2,000 point army is 6 river trolls, which I'll be picking up at some point, but God, they're expensive. So it's just that unit of 6 river trolls is going to cost me in excess of 60 quid, which is madness, isn't it? But they are cool, so I'll get them anyway, eventually. I'm in no rush though, because I've got loads to paint, as you can see. So that's my little little army so far. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying painting goblins and stuff like that again. No doubt I'll get sick of it shortly and I'll go back to painting some historicals for a bit. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a game of Warhammer. I haven't played it for over 20, probably 25 years. To paint some historicals for a bit. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a game of Warhammer. I haven't played it for over 20, probably 25 years. Yeah, it'd be nice. Anyway, hope all your hobbies are going well. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.